This is Aliyu Musa, even though it might not show. But he's a man going through a lot of pain as he narrates how he lost his 5-year-old son and almost an entire family to cholera.
My wife and children were attending a wedding, and suddenly, one of my daughters started vomiting. I rushed to pick them up, and moments after returning home, my son, the eldest daughter, and my wife started vomiting too. My daughter, who first presented the symptoms, recovered almost immediately, but my son died hours later.
As reports show, cholera is holding sway in 32 states and the FCT, with 10 northern states considered as active. Provision of safe water for consumption remains critical to preventing and controlling the transmission of cholera and other waterborne diseases. The disease is identified by profuse watery diarrhea, vomiting, thirst, leg cramps, restlessness or irritability and other symptoms. Researchers estimate that every year there are 1.3 to 4 million cases of cholera and 21,000 to 143,000 deaths worldwide due to the infection. In Nigeria, the number of countrywide case fatality rates has increased to 3.5% following over 3,200 deaths as of October 2021 from almost 100,000 suspected cases.
The issue of cholera on the plateau started on the 30th of April 2021. Immediately after the fasting period, we started noticing some cases of cholera. We thought it was as a result of eating too much after the fasting, but it continues, and the thing continued to spread. So it started in Jos North and spread to other local governments. So the highest burden has been Jos North and Jos South.
We have discovered that since the first outbreak of cholera was reported in the 60s, cholera has now become a common occurrence in Nigeria. So it's a disease that lives with us, if we can put it that way. So we always have cases of cholera. However, we can also say that cholera is an epidemic because there are different times of the year where we have a large increase in the number of cases.
Even though the disease caused by the vibrobacteria is often predictable and preventable, why has it persisted, especially in the northern region of the country?
There is no political will to actually bring an end to this disease in our region. Two cardinal points are important in trying to address cholera, and these are actually provision of potable drinking water and, of course, environmental sanitation and personal hygiene.
If, according to an estimation by the World Health Organization, that officially reported cases represent 5 to 10% of the actual cases, then what is the response activities of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and local public health leaders?
Having jingles that are produced here at NCDC, and then we go to state and they domesticate. Probably, they translate in their local languages. We were in one state, they translate into about 3-4 languages, and we were able to pay advocacy to media houses, and then they gave us free airtime. So I think it's an issue of engagement. We need the state to really engage with their partners.
While rapid access to treatment is essential during a cholera outbreak, the disease remains a global threat to public health and an indicator of inequality and a lack of social development. Continuous advocacy on the importance of access to clean water and sanitation facilities, good hygiene practices need to be ensured and sustained for the whole population. Millicent Walker, Channels Television News.